any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Minnesota Vikings and the San Francisco 49ers. Fielded about a yard deep. And he is going to be taken down inside the 5 at the 4-yard line.
Well, not exactly a banner return, so he doesn't give his offense a whole lot of room to work with. They've got to go a long way now to try and score some points. I do know this from experience. There will be a few comments muttered his way by the offense as they head out on the field.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. He gets it left side to Johnson. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understand just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Looking left side, and it's complete. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Throw left side, complete. That's Johnson. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7. He'll look to throw. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver. And that takes us from second to third down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open. And this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. On third down, he'll drop to throw. This is Johnson. He's got it. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down.
Well, I know from past experience, before you actually play a game, you visualize what's going to happen. And I don't know anyone who doesn't visualize themselves being in the center of what's going on. That's 3 catches for him here in the early going. He's got to like the way this is started.
Absolutely. 3 catches on any drive is good. Opening drive, that's a tone setter. They'll set up a throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Eric Reed. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now McKinnon to start the drive. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Right back to him on first down. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there. Second down. Off the corner. Where'd he come from? Well, I guess he came off the corner, but really nice play.
I like when you're able to pose a question and answer it at the same time. That's exactly where he came from, but it's not something that you normally see. Most of the time, we're thinking about those guys covering pass catchers. In this case, he was a big factor in the run game. No gain.
Come on, let's go. Grand 38. Grand 38.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
They get 9 yards there, and they get a first down. So after the run by McKinnon, here's 1st and 10. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. They just do get the play off as he'll look to throw. And the hook up here with Jalen Strong complete. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
And they'll go ground game here with the tailback. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. So just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Right back to him on first down. And he'll work his way inside the 30 now to the 28. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early, because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
And on the ground they go with a running back. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
That's a very nice game there, a confidence-building run. Love the execution up front, and the way he pressed the hole, absolutely perfect.
49ers with their first trip to the red zone thus far. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18.
Flex round! Flex round! Flex round! Flex round! I got it.
Second quarter now. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis with you. It's the 49ers in control of the football, and they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Daniil Hunter in there to sack him, and that is 10 for him now on the year. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. And they'll go on the ground. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. Call it no gain there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 13. This offense 2 for 2 on 3rd downs on this drive. They're in for a tough test here, though. 3rd and long. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. Robbie Gould on now to try the field goal. And this a 39-yard attempt. And Gould is able to put it through. And the 49ers take a 3-0 lead. So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice game.
Gone! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Going deep for Diggs. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he gets it down deep into San Francisco territory.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
On the ground, it's Cook. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th.
Field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
And his kick is good. And that will tie us at 3-3. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. The San Francisco offense getting their last-minute instructions before they take over here. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. And at least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done.
Flex round! Flex round!
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
The Niners on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
Ohio! Ohio!
I got him, back to mine. I got him. Switch it.
They'll look to throw here. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Lawrence. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. The 13 yards that time at a first. He'll drop to throw. Being chased out left. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well, what we call those broken plays? You can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
2nd and 1 and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Ohio! Ohio!
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
That's another nice run, and I have to tell you, some of the coaches that I played for, their philosophies were always different when they see a guy running the ball well. Some of them wanted to immediately go to play action and throw it now because it's wide open. While other coaches said, you know something? Until they stop him, that big boy's going to keep getting the football. And that might be the direction that they're going to go right now.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. And they'll run it here. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. The Niners on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Now they'll run it on the toss. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. He was true on his first. This a tough one from 49 yards away. And Gold is able to put it through. So if you like field goals, this is your game. 6-3, 3 field goals at the break. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this 3rd quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. First down, he'll drop to throw. Looking deep downfield. That's caught inside the 20. A big play there for the Niners. 48 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he stopped immediately there. The All-Pro Justin Houston in on the tackle. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. A dump down to McKinnon. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. A gain of 4 on the play, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down. They'll set up to throw. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th.
That was a good effort there, trying to do it on his own. But as a defender, you're in a tough spot because you have coverage responsibilities behind you. And if you take off too quick to try and get him down, he might loft it over your head.
So better to track with your man defensively than try to go up and make a stop on the quarterback.
Exactly right. What you're hoping is that your guys in the front 7 can get him down.
They're going to run. It's McKinnon. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. So give him the first down. First and goal after a pickup of 4, and the decision to go for it pays off. Might we see our first touchdown of the game? Here's first and goal. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
Well, partner, I guess sometimes it's just a matter of philosophy. Some say run until they absolutely stop you, and others say, well, when you think they're about to stop you, fool them a little bit.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Jerick McKinnon, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And the 49ers add on to their lead. Gold with the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Gold now out to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. It's the Vikings' turn on offense. We get ready for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he gets it down deep into San Francisco territory. A big play there for Minnesota. 56 yards. Line of scrimmage moves from their own 25 all the way to the red zone now for first and 10. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. They'll run it now out of the gun. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets them up first and goal.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll run for it with Cook. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. On second and goal, Cook waiting in the backfield all alone. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. So, boy, that's already the third they burned here. They are out of timeouts now before we've even hit the fourth quarter. On second and goal, Cook waiting in the backfield all alone. They'll give it to him up the middle. Pretty move. And now running right through it. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And that'll make it third and goal.
No. Check. Patriot. Detroit! Detroit! Gun! 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 Gun!
Looking to throw. And that is incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground, and now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
And his kick is good. And they will cut the lead back down to a touchdown now at 13-6. So a decent drive there to start the third quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really looked clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Forced out to his left. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
I think we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
Back now here in Santa Clara. It's 49er football here. They've got the lead as well as we get set to start the fourth and final quarter. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And they'll go with the ground attack here. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. Only a gain of a yard there, but it indeed gets him a new set of downs. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down.
Flex round! Flex round! I got 83! I got 83! Me! Ohio!
And on the ground they go with a running back. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
Here we go! Bad 38! Bad 38!
And they'll go on the ground. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Flex round! Flex round! Let's go! Bad 38! Bad 38!
Big edge, big edge, big edge. Check three, check three.
Now they'll run it on the toss. A 6-yard pickup on the ground that time, and that'll make it 3rd and 4 coming up. Now the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4.
Flex round! Flex round!
Check, 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 check. Check, check, check. Motion, motion, motion. Motion, motion, motion.
Flex round! Flex round!
And they'll run it here. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
But he was stopped on that play, but he's had plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to him the rest of the game.
Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And his kick is good. Didn't hit it all that well, but he got enough on it to put it through. And that one makes this a 10-point game at 16-6. So that's a big one. Obviously, Charles makes it a 2-score game, his 3rd field goal of the game, able to knock it through.
Yeah, not exactly free and clear yet, but as a defense, you get to play a little bit looser, don't you? Because you do now have a little bit of a margin of error, don't you?
And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Now the Vikings offense works their way back onto the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, They're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped in the contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 14. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
Flex round! Flex round!
Now they try the right side here. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there.
Come on, let's go! White 90! White 90!
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he'll use his blockers to get this up over the 20 to the 21. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain. And it's 3rd and 2 now. And they'll go with the ground attack here. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. And a gain there of 11 yards.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
And Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter